Welcome to Tea and Shenanigans. I'm Hannah, one of the hosts of the Royal Chronicles podcast. I'm usually joined by my co-host Luke, but today we have Mustafa.
A guest, let's say.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're the standing guest host.
Mm-hmm.
And before we get into it, do you want to explain what it is that you're drinking over there?
I prefer not, but
You want to keep it to yourself?
I'll keep it to myself. I don't want to get some people judging me because I like cold drinks and I like my wine cold. So I put it in a Taco Bell cup with ice. It's a red wine too. It's not white. So
Yeah, we probably should have kept that to yourself. That's okay. Nobody's perfect. We just move right past it.
The other issue is with the straw. It's like a sippy cup, but with wine.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, that went a different direction than I thought it was going to go. So here we are, Tea and Shenanigans, and per usual, pretty much everything we have is about, the Duke and Duchess of Montecito, because it's just one thing after another with these two. So we've gone from random jars of jam to influencers, and now they're going on their little faux royal tour to Nigeria.
Yeah. So correct me if I was wrong. He flew from LA to London, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, that's the Invictus. You want to talk about that first?
And then from London back to LA to go back from LA to Lagos within 24 hours.
Yeah, it's very green of him, isn't it?
So
carbon emissions and all that.
Or someone else is wearing the pants in the house.
Oh, please. Like, that's a question. Of course.
Like, she's bullying him to do that. She refused.
Oh, we can't use that word on YouTube.
Really?
Oh, no. They don't like the B word. I use the other B word to describe her, but I'm not going to say it out loud.
I don't know how bullying is.
Supposedly, the algorithm doesn't really like it, but it's okay. It is what it is. I mean, I've heard it used, I wouldn't,
Okay, she's not bullying him. She's just refusing to see his family.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's expecting someone to apologize to her.
Oh, yeah. They've made statements themselves that
I think not like I against the guy or something, but like,
oh, I am.
He made you famous.
Yeah, made her famous.
Yeah.
Of course. No one would know who she was were it not for marrying him. But that's true for every success she's had in her life.
Actress.
Oh, at best.
Anyway, but in 24 hours he has to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then, as I heard from you, that they are going as like a royal or something like that to Nigeria, but
yeah. Oh, well, we can get into that in a second, but you want to talk about Invictus, because I just remembered. So he goes to this. It was for the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Games at St. Paul's Cathedral in London. It was like a service type of deal. And
if you want to make clear, just in case if some of the listeners does not know what Invictus Games are.
Well,
I don't know.
Most people. Okay, so Invictus is it's kind of like, it's an event where they do games, as in like the Olympics, but it's for wounded veterans, that are either have physical injuries or mental PTSD type of thing. It's a really good event. It's a good cause. It's a good organization. It started out as a good thing. Unfortunately, over the years, it has morphed into this Harry and Meghan dog and pony show. Mm-hmm. And because, it started out when it was just Harry. It was before he married the wife. And
this is like, this year's the 10th year anniversary.
Right. So 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And as I say, it was a good thing, but it's just, it has devolved into their little circus act because everything is about them. But anyways, my point was that he made it known that he had invited members of his family to attend the event. Of course, they're smart and they didn't show up. It's also made known that King Charles told him basically, or his people told whatever, he didn't have any time to see him. Too busy, which we all know that that's code for you're in the doghouse probably for the rest of your life, and no, I don't have time to see you because you're a good for nothing. Those are my words, of course. But
you know who attended the games?
Princess Diana's
Brother and
brother
sister.
and sister, yeah.
And they hugged in front of the camera, which is, some people are talking, it's like kind of more of a win to Harry to get supported by his mom's family in such an event, while Prince William and the King did not attend.
It's not really. I mean,
it's not a win, but for him, from their publicity and stuff, you see, like, see, he came all the way to attend and stuff. They're not gonna say he attended just so he can get more PR.
Yeah,
you know, he's not doing it for the games. He's just doing it for, to be back on the news in a way.
Well, everything he does is to be in the news. I don't know. I didn't see it as that big of a deal, that big of a win. Most people, if how do I put this? If the King or Prince William or somebody of that caliber didn't show up, then it didn't really matter who else showed up. So, and have you seen the videos of him being booed as he's going in? Yeah.
I saw them.
Very well deserved. Good work, Harry. How does it feel to be back in your home, where your home country, where you were once a beloved member of the royal family, and you're getting booed?
Yeah.
Again, I mean, he and Meghan got booed back at the Queen's, was it Jubilee a couple years ago? We all saw those videos. So anyways, that was the Invictus. I've heard supposedly that there are people within the organization that are really wanting him to step aside. I don't know if they put it to him or not. There's no way he's going to. That's all he has left. That's literally his last connection to anything that has to do with the royal family to speak of, really. And it's funny going off of that because King Charles, was it the same day as the Invictus service, which was yesterday now?
Yeah, that's yesterday now.
I think it was. It was fairly recently. He gave some military honor that would have gone to Harry because I think it was the same. I don't know the correct term, group or whatever that he was a part of when Harry was in the military. But the honor, the title was given to Prince William. It's just that's how the royal family communicates. I think they don't come out and directly say things. They do things. They do things. And that there's the obvious meaning. And then there's the thing behind it,
So within the games were happening, where the King was?
Oh gosh. I don't remember.
He visited the Royal School of Military Engineering.
Okay.
He was there. Him, and he was like saluting, all the vets in there. That's why he didn't attend the games.
Yeah.
There's pictures of it online if people want to look it up.
Yeah. That's interesting. A dueling military type event.
And actually, on Twitter or X now, if you go to the royal family page, they have the picture posted, and exactly says His Majesty met the staff and families of 3 Royal School Military Engineering, and they show the pictures. I don't know if you can see it from here. Yeah.
Well, that's good for him. I'm happy to see that he's out and about. He kind of, was it last week they made the announcement that he was going to be resuming kind of his full schedule or diary, as they say, of engagements, which that's nice. I hope that's a positive. I assume it's a positive in regards to his health, but and of course, as we sit here, still not a word about the Princess of Wales, which, as I've said before, we don't need to know details of her health or whatever, but it's just, it's been, what's it been, about over a month now since the whole firestorm of where is she, and then the statement that she came out and made, and it's just kind of gotten quiet again. I wonder, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if they continue on in silence, which I think they have every right to do, or if they'll say anything or give any kind of update or whatever, but who knows? Okay, moving on to, I think, a more interesting topic in Prince Harry and Meghan Markle going on their little faux royal tour. You're excused. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that they do. And I can't figure out if, I don't even know how to put it. It's so obvious that they are trying to appear as if they are legitimate royals who are going on some kind of tour in the style of the sort that they did when they were actually working members and a part of the royal family, like when they went to Australia, for example. But that's no longer the case. So my question is, why are they going to Nigeria? To me, it's so incredibly random. And I'm sure there's people that know more than I do. That's true most of the time. But I don't get it. Like, why are you going to Nigeria? Why are you going over there pretending like I read the High Commissioner, the British High Commissioner in Nigeria, what's his name? I think his name is Robert Montgomery. I think that's it. He made a statement saying basically, and who knows who directed him to give this statement, that their trip there has nothing to do with the government. They're not involved. They're coming there in a private capacity on their own, but they're still trying to play and make it look like, I don't know. It's funny. And I don't know if they know that we see it that way, that it's a joke and they're not.
At the
really
same time, something I don't think it's kind of related to our channel, but I read online about it actually. They, and how Megan talk about she's being activist and human rights and all of that.
That shtick, I know.
And one of the people she supports, she's originally from Nigeria, but she is part of the LGBTQ. While they're visiting Nigeria, being part of that community, or basically same-sex marriage is illegal and it's like death penalty for it. So like, how are they faking trying to be friends with people who does such a law, but at the same time, when they go to, let's say, first world countries, like USA, UK and stuff like that, like, those countries, they will be supporting them. Why they don't?
Because those two the two of them,
the writer, what he said is that they're trying to, in a way, because
they play both sides.
Exactly.
I don't think they actually believe in anything. At the same time,
maybe Nigeria, like whoever is hosting them, kind of more publicity for them to show like, yeah, we're not that bad. At the same time, having these people over.
I don't know.
Or probably like paying them to come over, so like, see, we're friendly, stuff like that.
I don't know. That doesn't satisfy all of my questions. I do know. I think most people that have kept up with these two know that at some point, I think it was last year, Megan comes out and says, "Yeah, so like I got back. I did some kind of it wasn't, I don't know if it was, she said 23andMe, whatever that is, some kind of test. And it came back, I'm 43% Nigerian.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which, I mean, it could be true. I'm calling BS because you can't believe anything that woman says. She says whatever she thinks is going to be useful to her at some point.
I mean, at the time when she was at Hollywood, she claimed to be more of a white than a black person.
Well, she certainly was not in a hurry to correct anyone. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, have you seen all the photos comparing her very interesting change in skin tone, i.e. the spray tans and the bronzer and all that? Like, there are photos of her without the spray tan looking very, very like white.
Talking against like dark or brown skin. I have a brown skin, but
you're people much darker than she is.
Yeah.
Oh, good
but
Lord.
How people are, trying to use such a thing.
That's the thing that gets me, and I think it gets a lot of people. She plays the race card, and she uses this thing when I have a very hard time. Like I say, I don't believe anything she says. I think she is one of those people that just. She's a narcissist. She says whatever she thinks is going to benefit her in the moment. But the thing that gets me about that when she does the whole race thing and whatever is that there are real people out there that actually are experiencing the R word that actually exist. There are people that truly suffer from that.
Life. We work with them.
And it's not Meghan Markle.
Like,
the stuff she complains about and claims and whatever.
It's something like
give me a break. And
nothing while what's going on in the real world, what people are facing on a daily life and works, life, school, whatever,
Yeah.
And
so when people like her, when they do that, it just, it really burns me up because it's almost like making light of it. Her claiming that, she suffered the, I'm not going to say the word because who knows YouTube. When we know that just no, like that the royal family was the ist word to her. Give me a break. There's no evidence of that. But then there's people that really have been the victims of such a thing. And
but one talk about them. No one,
What am I trying to say? It's her making such a claim as if it's on par with people who really experience that. It's like making a mockery of it,
So let's go back to the subject. Them going to Nigeria. What's the reason of that?
I don't know. I've heard different theories. Of course, Lady Colin Campbell always has, great insights. I was watching her latest video or one of her latest videos, and she had this interesting theory. I don't remember all the details, so I don't want to present that I do. Go to her channel, watch her video, definitely. But she had this theory that they're trying to position themselves to be the head of, I guess it would be Harry, I don't know, whatever, head of the Commonwealth, which again, obvious, I'm an American. I know a significant amount about the Commonwealth. I understand what it is and how it functions. But apparently, because the current head of the Commonwealth is King Charles, I assumed that the monarch would always be the head of the Commonwealth, but apparently it's not necessarily true, or it doesn't have to be. So I don't understand exactly how that would work or how that would happen, or why Nigeria is the place to go to try to lay the groundwork for that. But that's just something I heard her say. Again, you want more details, definitely check out. Always go check out her stuff. I love it. Everything. I love watching her. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if there's some kind of, okay, what do we know about Nigeria? It's not the most, there's a lot of, help me. There's a lot of underhanded stuff that goes on over there.
Yeah.
It's extremely wealthy, but very corrupt. Probably one of the most corrupt places on the planet. And there are very, very wealthy people, and then not really anything in the middle, and then dirt poor.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there are, who knows, perhaps there are business ventures. There are financial gains to be had.
Selling her jam over there.
That's it. She's going to sell her jam. I can't believe no one thought about that. She's going over there because she's, that is the prime location for American Riviera orchard products.
So we talked about where the king was yesterday. Do you know where the prince was, Prince William, yesterday? Like with the day of the Invictus Games.
I don't remember. No.
So apparently he was giving awards, like it was celebration to the people who received the awards on it was called, I think, Windsor Day, and he was there. I don't know what is Windsor Day, but
what's it called? Let me see.
Let me show you.
Okay, I'm reading here.
This is from their Twitter page. Now.
Huh, interesting.
From the Prince and Princess of Wales.
They're at Windsor.
Yeah. It's just celebrating. I don't want to play the video because it might have music for copyrights.
Well, they're just going about their lives. They're doing their work, and I think trying to pay as little attention to the train wreck that is Harry and Meghan as possible. But and good for them, by the way. Kensington Palace. Yeah. That's their home base. When you hear Kensington Palace, that's the Prince and Princess of Wales. But yeah, the Nigeria thing, I've been thinking about it, and I don't know. I imagine all will be revealed in time. That's been true for everything that they've done. That is, they being Harry and Meghan. But I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Maybe she wasn't getting the financial backing here, so she has to go over there for her lifestyle endeavors. Who knows? Maybe she's going over there to try to pick up a Nigerian prince that has way more money and she can dump the ginger.
Is probably the same one that sent Michael Scott's email and keep scamming him. That's a reference from The Office. If anyone seen The Office,
If anybody doesn't know, oh my gosh, you're missing out.
Yep. So let's take a 5 minutes break from those two people we always talk about, and from last week, which was last Wednesday, actually. The Crown Prince of Jordan and his wife are expecting a new baby this summer.
Yeah, I heard that announcement a while ago now. There was a video.
They announced it last week, and they did.
I feel like I heard it a while before. I just remember seeing a video going around that she was out and about shopping, and she was already, you could tell she was pregnant, you know?
And they said they're
cute.
expecting their first baby born.
Yeah.
It's going to be this summer.
Many congratulations to them. That was quick work, I must say. They just got married last year.
Yeah, but they married, when was it last year? Is it in October, I think?
Yeah. Sometime like that.
Yeah.
Had we even started the podcast before when that happened? I don't know if we had.
No, that happened before. Yeah, I think
so. It was earlier than that.
Summer, maybe.
Yeah,
it's been summer when. I think it was summer.
I just remember seeing all the.
We saw the wedding videos. Remember?
We might. Okay, it might have happened because I remember we talked about in an episode. Actually, it was an episode of Tea and Shenanigans because do you remember we had that conversation about one of the wives of the Emir of
Emir mean prince.
Yes. Was it Qatar? Remember the one that had that killer dress that I wouldn't shut up about? She was like the most drop dead gorgeous. I can't remember her name.
Moza. She's the one who presented Qatar to the FIFA before the World Cup and all those plans. She's one of the richest people on this planet, by the way.
But I saw her at I think it was the wedding in Jordan.
Yeah, and she was there. She attended.
And I was just everybody was
just
have
a good relation
dressed
with
to the
Jordanian
nines.
royal family.
Yeah, gorgeous. Oh my goodness. To me, she stole the show as far as the guests go. But anyway, that's old news, even though it's still fabulous. But that's their news.
Maybe that's the only news I could find from other royals.
Well, I have been reading a lot about the new Queen Mary of Denmark because, as we all know, we now have King Frederick X since his mother abdicated a few months ago now. And she's become quite the fashion icon. Like there's been a lot of articles written about her, and I don't know if maybe she's kind of. I've noticed some where they're kind of pitting her against the Princess of Wales, which is a little odd considering. I didn't sense that it was in like a inappropriate way. I was just kind of like, oh, they're comparing the two, but they're not comparing her with somebody else who I'm sure would love to be called a fashion icon.
Yeah, I never saw her. I think I don't know how she looks like.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't without you and Luke talking about
the abdication.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Well,
they even had a queen.
Oh my gosh! Sometimes I think you're more American than I am. Good grief!
I have other stuff to worry about.
I know. It's okay. I think that's probably that's fairly common amongst the U.S. because as we mentioned before, over here, if you talk about royals, it's always the British. 99% of the time, it is what it is.
I mean, my knowledge of royals was like Cinderella, Disney movies,
Sleeping Beauty.
Those was my,
The Lion King.
Yeah, The Lion King.
Sure, you can throw those in there. Yeah,
but I mean, old monarchies. Yeah, you can ask me, I can answer, but current ones.
Well, you and Luke are like that.
I have no clue what's going on with them.
Luke, our regular co-host.
Spain is like kind of a republican, or as a country, not a monarchy.
Well, they had a monarchy, then they abolished it, then they brought the monarchy back. So you're not wrong. It's just they've gone back and forth.
It's just like learning, baby steps.
Yeah, you'll get there. Don't worry about it. It'll be all right. Yeah. But do we have anything else today, or is that it? That's it, I think. I wanted this to be a shorter episode. I'm trying not to, because I feel like Luke and I will get on here and just talk and talk and talk. And before you know it, it's been like an hour.
So you're saying I don't talk a lot?
No, Luke and I talk a lot.
Yeah, so you're saying the episode is short because I don't talk a lot?
No.
Trying to put the blame on me.
There's less news today than other days.
Basically, it's been like the past 2 weeks, slow beside the jam thing and the website. And
we talked about that.
We talked about, exactly, the last episode.
It's still funny. I mean,
game.
On the American Riviera Orchard thing, I mean, they just, every once in a while there'll be some article about, she's ready to launch, she's ready to roll it out, she's whatever, and nothing ever comes of it. It's still just nothing.
So is it just jam so far? That was her biggest dream, to sell jam,
and she's not even selling it. She just gave it to a bunch of nobody influencers, and that's it. I mean, that's it. That's all she's done. And nothing else has come of it. I last I checked, there's nothing on the website. There's nothing on her Instagram page. Nothing. So who knows what that even. I saw a photo a couple days ago. She was spotted at some kind of venture capital event or something. Some kind of venture capital firm that has all kinds of money invested in it. Oh, I did notice something interesting about that. So I'm trying to remember what it was called. I'd have to look it up because it's off the top of my head, but I saw it. And so I looked up the company. It's called Gray something, I feel like, but Gray Star. That's not it. But anyways, there's a list of all the companies that they're invested in. One of them, get this, one of them is Goop, as in Gwyneth Paltrow and her lifestyle brand that everybody is saying that Megan's just trying to copy her and do her thing. So now Megan's at this event. That's I wonder
why she didn't attend Met Gala.
Because she wasn't invited.
I just came to my mind because I saw pictures about funny dresses over there, and
she would have fit right in, right?
Oh yeah.
But no, it's funny because I saw people who are more pro Megan post so is she gonna be at the Met this year? What's she gonna wear? Whatever. And I just thought to myself, you people are so dumb. Everybody knows that Anna Wintour, the editor-in-chief of Vogue, doesn't like her. Doesn't like me. No. And she's not going to invite her. She's like persona non grata with those type of people, like the A-lister. They're just, I saw an article today about how people in Montecito, where they supposedly live, they don't care anything. They ignore them. They don't care anything about them. They're not interested. Nobody's, trying to bang down their door. They're ignored. And most of them, that is the A-list type people, they avoid them, so that's why they weren't at the Met. I venture to say that she will probably never, ever get invited to, as long as Anna Wintour is running the show. No, not happening.
Yeah. I don't know if you and Luke mentioned it in the previous episode, but about her podcast. It's been put on hold till next year because she's busy. She has other plans.
Yeah, she's so busy. She's so busy being important and annoying. I don't know.
She said that, we're going to hold it. Probably just the deal did not go with that platform. What's called Lemonada. And they just canceled the show.
Well,
she put it like that. Plus, what's going on with Netflix.
We all know how work shy she is. I wouldn't be surprised if she's just lazy and she's like, I just can't. I don't want to do it right now. I'm not really feeling it. What? Who knows? Or eventually they're going to keep delaying it. And then one day they're just going to quietly drop it. I don't know. Netflix, there was I heard a little snippet.
Because it was all the talk about when they attend the movie of One Love for... what's his name? The singer
Bob Marley. Oh, that wasn't Netflix.
But it wasn't Netflix, but they were like, he's with Paramount.
Yeah.
And, I got the deal, and there's a Hulu thing going on.
Okay,
too.
Get this. So it was announced last year. It's been known for a while that Netflix, I guess, in conjunction with Archewell, even though supposedly Netflix paid all the money, of course, because they ain't paying for nothing. That is Archewell and Harry and Meghan. They bought the rights to this book called Meet Me at the Lake, I think. I think it's supposed to be some kind of romance, sappy. I'm not really sure what it is. I haven't read the book. It could be good. I'm not sure. Well, they bought the rights to it, and it's been quote unquote in development for a very long time now, years. And I heard a snippet the other day of an interview given by the author of the book, saying that she was still very optimistic and had faith in the process and in Archewell, and that they were gonna, it was on track, and she was happy with the progress and all this stuff. And just the way she phrased it to me, when you say like I still have faith in the whatever, that sounds like it's probably not progressing. I would venture to say that that's probably never going to happen either. One day we're going to hear that it's just, they've shelved it. It's been dropped. Maybe around the same time they officially drop Harry and Meghan, but who knows? I think they, in their contract, and this is all just stuff that I've heard, I don't know for certain, that I think there's an option in maybe September of this year that they'd be able to part ways or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the details, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, if they leave Netflix and they go to Hulu, they might get a better chance,
Oh, honey. Let me tell you, no one's going to offer them anything.
You don't know about those, those stream platforms, but because Hulu, I think now they're already with Disney, but there's something just came out, I think yesterday, that even HBO is going to join them. They're all going to be under one platform instead of Disney Plus and Hulu. No, it's going to be, I'm not sure. I saw it, and everyone is like start freaking out about it because they don't know how much the subscription is going to be. What if, is it?
It's already too expensive with all those different platforms.
So
Netflix raised their price again recently. It's just ridiculous. Are they aware of the content they have on there? It is not worth it. I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah, it's expensive. And why I can't
pretty much all we use these days is HBO Max. I mean, because so much stuff is on there. Well, except for The Office, which is on what, Peacock?
Peacock.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I know on there. But
I mean, there's some stuff on Netflix now, but they lost a lot of their audience, and with them going, instead of buying some good movies or series, they start doing their own things.
And most
some of them are fun and good to watch, like The Crown and stuff.
Well, The Crown, that's the exception.
There's some other stuff I was like, why people spend money to produce such a thing?
Some of those reality competition shows are just utter trash. I don't know who, and there's some shows that I will sit and mindlessly watch, TLC type stuff. I'm not even going to embarrass myself and name what it is, but these ones on Netflix, it's another level of just garbage. I won't say which ones, but no, life is too short to spend time watching that nonsense. But anyways, okay.
I'm trying to find that thing. So probably, if anyone who supports them can tell them hey, go to Hulu or something,
Well, it's not about them going. They have to be offered something. They have to, they had Hulu or whoever would have to extend an offer to them. And I guarantee you it's not going to happen because they don't produce anything. I mean, all that they came through with for Netflix was that documentary thing, and the only reason Netflix,
and they lied about that documentary with the photographer.
Oh, I know, that was chock full of untruths or half truths or whatever, alleged things, but that's the reason Netflix signed them in the first place, is they wanted the dirt on the family. They got the dirt on the family, whether or not it was true or not. That Netflix doesn't care if it's true or not really, because it gets eyeballs, it gets viewers. And now that they have that, they have no more use for them really, because we've talked about, there's lots of other people who have made this point. It's not a unique perspective, but Harry and Meghan are not particularly talented people. Now, Meghan, as we've been through, is plenty smart, and she's gotten quite a ways in life being, cunning and all of that. But I'm talking about creativity and talent as an actress, talent as a storyteller, a writer, a producer, whatever it is that they were trying to do with the Netflix deal and whatever else she's been trying to get together over there in Hollywood. That's not their speed. And as we know from the Spotify guy, what's his name that called them lazy effing grifters? There you go. They're lazy. They don't want to work. They just want to show up and have people fawn over them and give them money for existing. Yeah. And that's it. That's their problem.
So back to what I told you about the streaming is going to be Disney, Warner Bros. Discovery to launch a Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max streaming bundle. So I think they
all yours for $89.99 a month. It's a bargain.
So far, they didn't say anything about the prices, but I wonder how much it's gonna be. And it says, because lately now on HBO you can watch live news. They just added as a beta version. And here says the brand including ABC, CNN, DC Discovery, Disney, Food Network, Fox, HBO, and HGTV, Hulu, Marvel, Pixar, Searchlight, Warner Bros., many more, plus what used to be called Lucasfilm, now Star Wars, part of Disney. So all of that is going to be under one platform, supposedly.
I mean, that'd be nice. Convenient. You know what's funny? We're almost coming full circle back to cable. It's just streaming.
But if you think about it, Warner Bros., they didn't have a good luck with that. They already did the DC platform, which was just for DC, failed. They did the Discovery thing with TLC, failed and got bought by HBO. But now all of them again, I don't know how that's going to work.
I don't know. We'll have to keep our eye on that. Yeah. Eyes on that. I don't know. It's getting late. I'm starting to get kind of like, and I'm not even drinking anything to speak of. And maybe I should be. I probably should be.
What we want to thank is the new subscribers and viewers we got in the last week.
Oh my goodness, yes. It's been so much fun for me personally because, I mean, we've all enjoyed it, but like I love to go and read some of the funny comments. Like some of them are awesome. You guys are fantastic. Some of them are more snarky, which I also thoroughly enjoy. Don't get me wrong. I really do. So yeah, keep it coming. Thoughts, comments, suggestions.
And we have a suggestion. I don't know if you guys like it. Do you guys want us to go like live one day, maybe Q&A live or something like that? Or we record a live episode?
We've talked about that.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, it's just a matter of logistics and equipment, and well, it's time. It's so hard for us to get together all at once. I mean, that's why Luke's not here right now.
Yeah, and it's hard.
It'd be fun.
We can't see Luke again. And he's working hard all the time. And it's a shop 1 year anniversary next week.
Yeah. Going to be a whole, can you believe that? A whole year?
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Making that coffee, making that money. That's what I'm talking about. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Luke is he's one of those people that just, he's very hardworking and he's not, it's hard for him to just kind of stop and take a break. And so I usually have to go and like grab him by the ear and make him come sit.
And plus the time we record is when little one goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Or I have to babysit her somewhere else while you guys are recording.
She's asleep right now, which is an absolute miracle. We're rambling right now, but you know what? It is what it is. This is just this. I have to remind myself this is not the podcast. This is Tea and Shenanigans. This is Shenanigans.
When you told me we're going to end the episode, it was 24 minutes and now we're over 37 minutes. See, I can talk. So you just falsely accused me that I don't talk, and when you would Luke,
I
you talk
did not
more.
say that. I did not say that. Oh my gosh. Rewind. Go rewind. Oh, I'm showing my age. Oh my gosh. Back it up. Go back.
All right.
Speaking of babies being asleep, I should be asleep too.
Same thing.
Any parents listening, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah. I have this what do the kids call it these days? Toxic trait. Isn't that what they say? Where I'll get her to sleep, and instead of immediately going to sleep myself, I think, oh, it's quiet. Let me go do something. And then I'm up for hours and I look up, it's like 2:00 in the morning. And, and then the next day I'm like, I'm so tired. Well, my own stinking fault.
Mm-hmm. There's something I didn't tell you about, but I was trying to make it a surprise, but the artist is still working on it. We're kind of making a new animated in a way, just like...
What?
Not a logo. It's just something new.
for this?
Yes. I've been talking to an artist. She's so like she's been one of our supporters since we started the podcast, and she's working on something special for you and Luke.
Oh, that's
So yeah,
exciting.
I'm gonna put her. I believe I have her Instagram and Facebook. I'll
Yeah, I
put
know
the
who you're
links.
talking about. It's on.
Yeah.
We have her on Instagram.
Yeah, her name is Hella Sketches.
Yeah.
It's not like Hella, but her name is in Arabic is different, the pronunciation, but easiest things like Hella, Hela, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put her links so you guys go show support and see her artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully by next week, the next episode is gonna be done, and we'll put it for you guys to see.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be like a cartoon type
kind of
drawing. That's
yeah.
fun. Okay, I'm nervous now.
No, it should be good. I've seen her work.
It's not that, but like what did you give her a photo or something? Like what's she working off of?
Ask questions.
Oh, no. I have so many questions. You just wait till we stop recording. Okay. Yeah.
So yep. That's a new thing coming on, and we'll see what else. Hopefully soon we'll record a new episode of for the Royal Chronicles.
Oh, we will. It's Luke and I have been planning. I'm really excited about it because it's going to be fun. I'll just go ahead. It's going to have to do with a queen of the Netherlands.
Oh,
not too far back, but long enough ago that it's, it was a different world and it'll make for an interesting story. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really know much about her, and Luke and I started talking one day, and he started, of course, all you have to do is ask Luke about, okay, this place, this time, and he just knows, and he just starts brain dumping, if that's the thing. Anyway, he told me her story and I was riveted. It was so interesting. It's another one of those things like in our last episode where we talked about Empress Matilda of England, where I can't believe they haven't made like big blockbuster movies and TV shows. I mean, it's so much more interesting than some movies that they make. But anyway, that's going to be our next episode as soon as I can nail him down to record.
Question or something. I want a suggestion for from our audience for some good books or movie series, something they probably even foreign movies about royals. Mm-hmm. Like, my favorite of all time regarding royals was the Last Emperor of China, the movie. It was good. So I want to hear our audience what's their favorites. You know, maybe something we can make an episode about.
Of the films you've watched about royalty, what's your favorite? Is it that one?
The Last Emperor of China from, I believe it was 1982 or 81 it was filmed. It's a really great movie.
My favorite, I think, of all time is probably The King's Speech.
King's Speech is good. There's one not that much related to the royals in a way, The Darkest Hours for Churchill.
Yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming with that.
It's a good movie. King's Speech is good too.
I think I've said before, I thoroughly enjoy watching The Crown, although I know that it's mostly fictional and some of it's ridiculous, but it's still fun to watch.
It is. I love the first seasons of it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the first were far better than the later ones.
Especially with his name when he played King Charles when he was, not King Charles. He played King Charles' dad, I think.
Prince Philip.
I forgot the name of the actor. You know him. He was in Doctor Who and Game of Thrones.
I can't remember his name either. Apologies.
His name is so easy.
I can't think of it.
Super common name. Oh, man. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those are like some...
Like John Smith, but that's not it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some historical, Luke and
I have talked about doing kind of like reviews of films and shows and stuff like that.
It's time.
Yeah, it's all about having the time. We're not short on ideas. It's just
Yeah, but no, for me, like something on my spare time and
quote unquote spare time.
Maybe find an audiobook or something to listen to when I'm at work.
Ooh, I can recommend to you, and of course I got this from Luke. I actually just finished listening to the audio book. It's called I think it's very simply called The Kings and Queens of England. Really interesting because they take you from the beginning all the way up to when it was written, the current, which was Queen Elizabeth II. And they give you the history and they give you kind of a brief overview of the monarch and their life and what was going on at the time and what in chronological order.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
I highly recommend that.
he talked to me about it, and because I was talking to him and he was listening to it. Uh, yeah, send me the name of it and I will look it up and see.
It's called The Lives of the Kings and Queens of England by Antonia Fraser.
Okay.
And for those of you who don't have the time to read a book, as I do not anymore, all my time is given to a little person that's about, I don't know, how tall do you think she is now?
I mean,
She crawls around, I'll just put it that way. So I have to listen to books, and I listen to mine on Audible, but however you get your audio books. Yeah. I'm on what's it called? The History or something Medieval World. Luke also recommended that. The History of the Medieval World by Susan Wise Bauer. I don't know how we got on book recommendations, but very interesting.
And to correct
stuff.
myself, The Last Emperor was 1987.
Tis.
But another good movie. I don't know if you have seen it. The original Cleopatra movie.
Cleopatra. Wait. How you talking about, like the one with Elizabeth Taylor?
Yeah, 1963.
Yeah, probably a long time ago.
Yeah, that's a good movie too.
Yeah, it's funny.
I mean, kind of royalty in a way.
Yeah, it is. You're not wrong. Wrong. Okay, I think that's enough for today. What do you think?
Yeah.
Wrapping it up. So I don't want to keep you any longer from your Taco Bell iced wine. I feel guilty doing that. I just was
looking for like royal movies and it says The Adventure of Robin Hood.
Robin Hood. Well, yeah, Prince John. Yeah.
I mean, okay.
There's some, there's some royalty involved. Yeah. There's the movie The Queen. There's that really weird movie called, is it called Spencer? The one where what's her face from Twilight plays Princess Diana.
But it's not the top 10 movies.
Oh, it's a terrible movie.
Is horrible. Elizabeth is called.
Okay.
It was filmed in 1998 and it started Kate Blanchett. It was like
Blanchett?
Early, huh?
Is her name Kate Blanchett?
Yeah.
Okay.
Early years of the region of Elizabeth of England, Elizabeth I of England.
Yeah.
That movie apparently has 7.4 out of 10, and it's a number one.
Yeah.
Then there's The Lion in Winter. That was 1968. 7.9. Oh. And it's about King Henry II. 3 sons all went to inherit the throne. So,
yeah, that sounds fun too.
King's Speech comes third, even though it has higher rating. Cleopatra, Last Emperor, Shakespeare in Love. Huh.
I'll tell you one that's about fictional royalty.
The Queen.
Helen Mirren. Yeah, that's an awesome movie. But one of my favorites growing up was Ever After with Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore trying to do like this kind of English sort of accent, except the story took place in what's supposed to be France. And it's very confusing, but also I've always felt very charming. So that's about royalty, albeit, fictional. More or less.
Ever After, I thought that was about Cinderella.
No, well, yeah, it's it's a Cinderella story, but it's a departure from the Disney version, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I've seen. It's a good movie.
It's a great movie. Funny. I loved it as a kid. I saw it fairly recently. It holds up. It's still cute, It's not an epic or anything, but not everything has to be. Okay. Right. On that note, I think we rambled enough, don't you think?
Just to show the people that I can talk and open your subjects.
So that's what this was. You're trying to use up more time. Oh my gosh! Many apologies to our listeners right now. Anybody that's held on this long.
Trying to make up for the last week we missed an episode.
I know.
Recording, so I'm trying to give them more stuff to talk about.
Oh my god.
People don't know me. I'm behind the scene guy.
I have never done this before, but I'm going to take the wine away. I'm going to take it away.
Trust me, it was nothing, but I'm just trying to make people, because I think they're afraid of me, of my voice.
What makes you think so?
I don't know. On TikTok, someone said, like, you have a really deep voice.
Didn't a little kid say that to you one time also?
That was at work.
me.
Yeah, I remember that at work, and he was with his mom at work, and I was fixing her computer. She came and he was just like looking at me. I was like, "What is going on with that kid?" And he whispered to his mom, and his mom started laughing. She was like, "Well, he just told me you can be a commentator, like do some commentary online and stuff like that." I was like, "What?" She's like, "He liked your voice. He said it's so deep." I was like, "Oh, okay."
You do have a very deep
And
voice.
yeah, and people who doesn't know, I used to host a radio show back
In Arabic.
In Arabic, 2007. So,
Ooh, you could do an episode in Arabic. I mean, you'd have to be by yourself, but why not?
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could just sit here and pretend like I know what you're saying, which I don't, of course.
Yeah, like, da. Just say da.
Oh.
That's
okay,
Russian,
so question to anybody who's listened up to this point, and if you have, you are a trooper. Let me tell you. Answer in the comments: is Mustafa's voice intimidating? Like, are we scared? Are we not scared? Like, what's going on?
And trust me, I've been awake since 8 in the morning. Now it's 12 at night, and I've been working, and there's a lot going on.
I
so
know.
I'm tired. But I'm nice in person.
Yeah, you're reasonably nice. I wouldn't be too scared of you. I mean,
as long as you're not going to drive slow in front of me.
that's all.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Enough of this nonsense. But as you said earlier, thank you so much to our new subscribers. It's been really fun to watch the numbers continue to go up. We hope you enjoy this content. As you can hear, we certainly have a good time making it. Keep your eyes and ears open for our newest podcast episode. It should be out in the next couple of days. I hope. It's all about me getting Luke to sit down and just do it because he runs around like a chicken with his head cut off. But anyways, so that's what's coming next.
Thanks for the support for everyone who sent me money on my Cash App and Venmo. Just joking.
Oh, I was hoping you were serious. I was so hoping you were serious. Oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe we could try that another time. I don't know. Just kidding. No, we're not doing that.
No,
that's true. No. But I lost my train of thought. Okay. Thank you to all our new subscribers and to those of you that have been with us for a while. We in all seriousness, we really appreciate your time because we know there's a infinite amount of content out there. And so any amount of time that you choose to listen to ours, we really appreciate it.
Yeah, please feel free to reach out to us if you have any question, anything, positive, negative comments, any feedback. We would love. We're new to this, so we're trying,
And as we say fairly often, if you have suggestions, we got one the other day that was actually really interesting, and I think we're probably going to do something with it. So if you have any thoughts at all on possible new topics or countries, families, dynasties, all that, drop us a line. If not already, and if you'd like to, definitely check us out on our other social media platforms. We're on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. So whatever your preferred platform is.
And to our listeners in the U.S., happy early Mother's Day.
Oh, yeah. Next Sunday.
It's next Sunday. But they already celebrated overseas. Remember?
Well, yeah, we had that whole episode. Remember, we had people debating whether it was Mother's Day or International Women's Day. For the record, it was Mother's Day in the UK.
Yeah.
But anyway, so at the risk of continuing to jabber on, thank you so much for listening. We hope you join us again next time for more gossip and nonsense from all corners of the royal globe.